Hey guys, good evening. I hope you all can hear me now. Sorry for the 3 minutes delay. There was some technical issue. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Hey all, can you guys hear me now? I've been receiving some technical issues from the side. Can you guys hear me? Hi Purvisha. Can you hear me now? Good evening, Mohammed Rohit. Good evening, Sagar. Good evening, Boyani Jeevan. So the rest of the people who are there, good evening, Divya Bharti. Good to see you all here. So I'm sure this evening is going to be great. Hi Nishit. Hi Karan. So I hope you guys had a great week and we are just about to start a weekend. I'm sure some people might have exams, so I'm sure you're not seriously looking forward for it. And some people probably are all set for your weekend. I'm sure this is a great start for a weekend. The title itself will say you that how important it is for us to know about the tips and secrets of jobs to get jobs in top MNCs. And what we are going to discuss is going to be, very important. This is going to be a 50 to 60 minute session. That's it. We'll end it up at 8:10. It's not going to take more time. So yes. So before starting, I would like to tell about the GoToWebinar feature. I'm sure you might be using it in either mobile or desktop. There'll be a hand raise button over there. If you can see your feature, there'll be a hand raise button. Whenever I ask you to click on it, please click on it, and there'll be a chat box where you can post your doubts. So I can see a lot of people speaking with me now through the chat box, like good evening and there is no audio and how many hours, all kind of things. That'll be your questions, and I'll see that question. I can see it live and I can answer that. So if you have any doubts, you can post your questions on that. And so in between, I'll be asking you some questions. You can answer the questions by clicking on the options which is given on the question. So these are the features in this GoToWebinar, and it's going to be a great tool for us to learn a lot of things in the future. So like make sure that you learn this tool as well, so because it's going to help you much. I'm sure this season is an IPL season, and I'm sure this is not going to affect any of us, at least for this next 1 hour. I'm sure you can watch the match after that, but this is going to be very important for us because it's going to teach us a lot of things, right? So are you all ready? Are you all ready? So are you all ready to go for the session? Yes. Before that, I'll just go for this one poll. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all answer this poll? Yes. Yes. It's 100% yes, and I'm just closing it. So, well, will start the session, but before starting the session, I have to introduce about, uh, you know, myself. My name is Pandhalaraja, and I'm the chief mentor in FACE. And I've been working with FACE since 2011. FACE. So most of the people know about FACE already. FACE is India's largest skill development company, and I'm proud that I'm part of it since 2011. It's almost 7 years, and we have trained over 30 lakh students over the years. Right? It's a phenomenal achievement. Hence we call it, we are the largest because no other company has trained so many students in the college sector, in the placement sector. And I've been across 250 engineering colleges in this 7 years and trained over 3 lakh students, and I've mentored over 1,000 students and helped them get a job. So I'm kind of, this is a high satisfaction job when you help others to get a job. And I like to tell all that I know about how to get a job if you're looking for one. And I'm sure if you're attending this session, I'm sure you're looking for one. So this session, it's going to be really great that we are going to share all the secrets or stuffs. Right. Now, understanding this graph of employability. Now, what is this graph of employability? See, when I did my engineering, I finished my engineering in 2011, right? And I was not placed during the on-campus recruitment, which happened during my final year of my college. And trust me, what that's the most difficult time of my life. In fact, till now, I would say that was the most difficult time of my life. uh, you know why, right? So we had to answer, I had to answer to my parents and my relatives mostly. And that's good. That's kind of a memes nowadays, that after engineering you go jobless and you have to answer all the relatives. That's going to be the pain point. And I was envying the others who got placed during that time and who was flaunting about their salary packages. Like, your friends got placed and they say 3 lakh package and 4 lakh package. It's even though they are your friends, that's gonna hurt your emotions and your feelings, right? So that's going to be very difficult, and it was hard. I i am an can you all hear me, guys? Yeah. So it was a hard time for me at that time, yes. And I'm sure most of the people would relate it to me. And I'm an electrical engineer. I did not have many opportunities in my core industry, even though I had 8 CGPA, which is quite decent, is what I believe. uh, I did not get many offers. Now let's talk about now. That was in 2011, back then during my engineering days, right? Now in 2018, the situation is even worse, right? It is going worse because of the employability graph, what we can see now, right? This is the skill report which we took in 2017. So this is the graph of employability, which is given by the skill report India, right? So the unemployment rate has grown to a level which is like unbelievable, in especially at least in engineering colleges. If you can see this place, right? The unemployability rate is like almost 50-50%, right? Which is actually, you know which is actually alarming, right? It's bad. You are saying that 50% of the engineering students are not placed, but when you look at this BCom, it has increased exponentially, and also BA, whereas MSc and even MBS dropped down a bit, right? So this unemployment rate has grown to a level which is affecting most of the people, and many of you here might have faced the same problems, right? So this session is going to help you correct your unknown mistakes while searching for jobs, and as well as some strategies based on the tips I'm going to tell this session. You're going to form that strategies. So here's the agenda for this today's session. I'm going to discuss 5 important tips to search for jobs effectively, 5 important things to do this summer to get a job, and question and answer session at the end. So let me start with some tips which is going to help you find the best job that suits you. But before that, since there are a lot of mixed group here, right? I just want to understand this question so that I can be like, uh, I can direct my session on this, right? That's interesting. It's a good group. All right. I can see the answers being changed, the percentages. I'm sure you didn't forget about your year of pass out. And yeah, here we go. So I can see 50% of the people, 52% of the people are from 2018. And Yeah, 4% 2017, and the rest 40% 2019, right? It's changing. And yeah, so 2018 you're freshers, 2017 you're not freshers anymore, and 2019 I think you're pumped up for the placement season, which is going to happen in another 1 or 2 months, right? In most of the colleges, placement is going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months, right? I'm sure you have to start early to get an early advantage of getting placed. I'm sure you shouldn't feel bad after missing a lot of opportunities which is going to come in your college, right? So yeah, now, going on to this session, right? So this is the agenda, and I'm going to start with the first thing, right? Discover yourself, right? So discovering yourself is going to be the key, and this is going to be the important key to search for jobs. 2019 people especially, this is very very important, because you will get a lot of opportunities in your college, but if you don't discover yourself, that strengths and weakness, it's going to be very difficult for you to present yourself in an interview or even at an aptitude test. This is the first and most important tip to consider when you want to conduct an effective job search. Also, knowing what you want is very critical. You must consider writing down all your interests and hobbies, as well as taking self assessments to be conduct an effective job search or an on campus recruitment. You have to know your strengths, weakness, interests, hobbies, etc., because that's something which you can speak in an interview, right? For example, once I remember my student asking which job will suit me, right? Now, who is the right person to answer that? Now, one of my student asked, "Sir, which job will suit me?" Right? Of course, he is the right person to answer. Am I right? Yes, of course, you're the right person to answer what you want, right? You have to find your interest and develop the skills in that particular area to get your job easily. See, listen, nothing comes easy. Understand this, nothing comes easy. There are a lot of competition, right, in this particular placement, category. You have to put some extra efforts, and this is the first thing you have to do before even editing your resume, right? If you're, for example, if you're interested in web development, don't keep trying for BPOs and KPOs, because that's easy to get, right? Don't just live with something easy. Go for something great, but for that you have to put a lot of efforts. I'm sure it's possible. Nothing is impossible here, so it's definitely possible. Don't just settle down with BPOs and KPOs, which is going to give you 12,000 and 15,000 per month. It's not going to be enough, considering the situations here in India, right? So develop your skills in web development if you want to go into web development. Develop your skills in mechanical industry if you want to get into mechanical. Develop your skills in control system if you're an electrical engineer. So if you, what is your interest is something that you have to find first, right? uh, if you do it, definitely you will understand yourself better, and definitely you will win. Number two, the resume secrets. Now, this is one important and critical tip which I can speak for hours and hours. Trust me, I can speak about resume writing for at least 6 hours continuously, and I'm very sure I'll not bore you, right? Because there are a lot of tips and secrets behind the resume. You can Google it. There'll be a lot of things, a lot of people saying about a lot of different things about resume. But at the end of the day, what is more crucial is how your resume looks, right? Now, I'm going to give you some tips. I'm not going to give you all the important, or I'm not going to cover all the important tips because we don't have time. Uh, so I'm going to give you some tips, but before that, your resume must be professionally written, free of spelling and grammar mistakes. This is the basic rule. Okay, this no compromise on it. Your resume should be free of mistakes, and it should be grammar free. That is grammar error free, right? Now, the resume, what you write should also potentially identify what your employee wants, and also you can edit your resume at times. That's important. Finally, if you're applying for different jobs, then you need to edit your resume. So here are some important quotes told by few famous HRs across the world. So what they said is, focus on what you want and not just what you did. So all of us, if you notice your resume carefully, all of us would be speaking about our past, and very few people will speak about their goals and objective. So that's what Suzanne Gelb had told. Spend some time considering what you really want out of your next job, your career, and your life. Be honest with yourself and try to get clear and specific. Then rewrite those goal and objective sections. Yes, they're okay in some cases with newfound clarity. Absolutely true, right? Because we tend to always write about extracurricular achievements, academic achievements, qualification, and a lot other things, projects and all these things, right? It's all past, right? Nobody speaks about the future. What's your objective, right? And I don't want you guys to just copy that from Google. Just discover yourself and understand yourself and then go for it. And Liz Elfman says, don't include everything in your resume. Don't include everything. Focus on the person coming across in your resume. If you want to be the social media guru, anything that doesn't at least tangentially relate to social media should be deprioritized. You got it right. That's an example. If you want to become a social media digital marketer, you need not put on something in your resume that is not really related to that. If you want to come across as an academic research all star, by all means put your educational experience on top, throw in your GPA, and get in depth about your awards and publications. Feel free to leave off your real estate experience. Liz says this. So it means that it's very crucial what you are including in the webinar, that is resume. This is going to be very important because it's going to be, there is always a debate, the resume should be in one page or a two page. It depends, right? It also depends on how much you've done in the past and what you're going to speak about the future, but you should not include everything. Now, Adrian says, get inspiration from others, but don't copy. Uh, and when you look at the LinkedIn profiles of people at your level in your field and see how they tell their stories, that's something which you have to look in for. Which ones are the most compelling or stand out the most? See what you can learn from them and how you can apply those lessons to your own resume. Adrian says this, get inspiration from others' resume. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people explaining you about resume writing. Need not be the same copycat stuff, right? For example, I still remember one of my student had put his hobbies as nail painting, right? He like, usually nail painting, nail polishing is for girls, right? I'm sure he had copied his resume from his one of his friends who's a girl. So that can happen, right? That can embarrass you in your interview, and it can even cost your job. So don't just copy just like that, but you can take inspiration from best resumes in your class, or from your other department students, or from your seniors, or your colleagues, etc. And do a lot of research before drawing a resume, right? And Augustine says, keep it simple and don't rush. It's much better to spend a few days perfecting your resume and cover letter and having someone look over it than be first application in the hiring manager's inbox. Excuse me. And always read your materials before you send them in, especially if they were composed at, say, 2 a.m. Augustine puts it in a very subtle way that most of the people work on their resume in the evening. For example, if you are 2017 pass out and if you're working in a job, I'm sure you will not be able to spend your daytime in drafting your resume, because you will be in office and the current employer shouldn't know that you're job hunting. And if you're 2018 pass out, I'm sure you would be excited about the vacation which is going to come next, and you will be like not worried much about the resume, and you will sit in the night and prepare. And 2019 pass outs, I'm sure you're packed with exams, and you're giving less importance to the resume, but all should not happen. Keep it simple and don't rush. That's very important, right? So these are the 4 simple tips, but this is not all about resume, because as I said, I can speak about resume for over and over, right? So there's just few simple tips that will help you get your resume right. Number 3, look for jobs at the right place. Now, say you're a mechanical engineer, right? So searching for a mechanical engineering job in a different category like a programming, category is not going to make any sense, right? So you have to at least know the basics of the stream in which you're looking for jobs. So that would help you understand where to go in for job. It is often said that being at the right place and at the right time can fix a number of issues beforehand. So you have to search in for the jobs at the right place. Now, so it is important to be at right place, right? So what's the right place to be? If is the question now. Where should I go and search for jobs? A general job site? Not all the time, because you have to understand the trend in the employment industry now. Nowadays, employers hardly hunt for candidates with an opening in general job sites like Monster, Naukri, Freshers World. These are the sites which are kind of famous for job hunts and people who search for jobs. Right now, not many people, not many employers list their jobs in that platform, whereas AMCAT is becoming very famous now. eLitmus is becoming very famous now. That's kind of a job place, and LinkedIn Jobs is becoming very famous. So these are the places that you have to look for jobs, and not like old school stuff like Monster, Naukri, which is all polluted. There are a lot of different things happening in that industry. So these are the places where you have to search. And also one important secret which I'm going to give you now. Not many people will look into something like this, which I can show it you here. Careers, right? If you go to official website of TCS, there is something called as careers tab, right? If you click on that careers, there'll be a lot of opportunities that has been posted by TCS which might fit you, right? This is just TCS. It will happen in all the companies, all the big companies. They'll have a career page, and in that career page, they'll list their requirements. So always look out for the career page in the official website of the companies you like to apply for, like TCS, CTS, Infosys, and all the big MNCs, even the small companies right now, they have career page. So you need not just be worried about AMCAT, eLitmus kind of consultants. You can also directly go and check into their official website to check for any requirements they have for their company, right? So as I said already, look for jobs at the right place. Now most of the students are not doing this. That means you're not using the opportunities which are already present. Please go to the official website. Say you're very concerned about getting a job in Infosys. Definitely right now, even there'll be some job opportunities which will be there, which might fit you also. You have to check the eligibility. So don't waste this opportunity, guys. Go for the official websites, and also certain websites like eLitmus, AMCAT, and LinkedIn Jobs, right? So yeah, that's about looking for jobs at the right place. Now, network frequently. So what is this network frequently? Is it a programming language thing, or what is networking frequently? Right. Recently, I'll tell you one thing which happened in the recent 2 months. I'm sure some of the people might be aware of it. In the last 2 months, there was a buzz amongst the 2016 and 17 passouts regarding a referral drive announced by Infosys. Okay, so what is this referral drive all about? It is nothing but a person working in Infosys can refer his or her friends, and they can apply for that particular job role. Simple, very simple. Whoever is working in Infosys, they can refer anybody out there and for the particular job role which they released. And there were more than 70,000 people who appeared for this drive across India. Imagine, this is just a referral drive. It did not happen like in a common place or nothing. It was a referral drive sent across to all the employees in Infosys, and they started referring to their friends and family, relatives, etc. And over 70,000 people appeared for this drive. This is just one company. Nowadays, most of the companies, even the startups and small scale industries, started following this referral drive, where it is a win-win situation for both you, the person who searches for the job, as well as the person who refers, because he will be getting the referral bonus. So it's always important for you, if you're searching for job, know some people in all the companies, right? All the important companies where they'll be talking about the referral drive most often, right? So like TCS, CTS, Infosys, Accenture, IBM, Tech Mahindra, all these companies will conduct referral drives every now and then. So it's always important to get in touch with some people, like through social networking, or your colleagues or peers. For example, 2019 pass outs, if your friend is getting placed in Infosys, you keep in touch with him all the time, because at one point or the other he will help you. And 2018 pass outs, you have already seen a lot of people placing in this company, so you have to be in touch with them. And 2017, definitely most of the people will be working in such companies, so get friends with them. Not very bluntly, like, see, I'm going to be a friend with you because you are going to refer me, not like that, but genuinely you have to network. You have to be in touch with a lot of people that's going to help you some way or the other, some place or the other, for sure, right? That's how most of the business also works, networking, right? It can be either through social networking, or your colleagues or peers, or your friends or relatives, right? So networking is very important. Don't spend time just with people who did not get placed. See, of course, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be with them, but not all the time. You have to also worry about your life. So have some good rapport with the people who are already working in top companies, your college seniors, your neighbor friends, your relatives, etc. Right? So yeah. Now, fifth, establish your brand. Okay, brand. What is my brand? Brand. I have usually related this word with a shoe company or a t-shirt company or a shirt company. But what is my brand? You are your brand. You are your brand. Like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all the other social networking sites portray your brand. How well you behave in Facebook, how well you behave in Twitter, how well you behave in, like, say, Instagram or LinkedIn, defines your brand. I don't know how many people knows this. Most of the employers search your brand in these places. Definitely this is one such kind, and this is the recent report which we took, that 50%, so it's like this, right? Your personal brand reflection, 50% is from LinkedIn. If you are called in for some interview, definitely, highly likely, your interviewer would have searched you in LinkedIn, Facebook, or Google, or if you have written any blogs or video blogs, they would have searched you there. So this is affecting your reflection. It means you have to be very careful in social media, because anyone and everyone can see, and it's just like cameras watching you all the time, right? It's better not to be in this social networking. So some people will not have any of this logins, even Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. That's good, but it's also important to have the social media, because social networking, because that tells about your character, how good you can behave in groups, and how good are you socially. That's also important, because they'll check your cultural fitment in the company. So personal brand reflection, if you're looking for jobs, make sure you clean up your Facebook, LinkedIn. No spams, no unwanted posts, or politically abusing posts, all this kind of things. You have to clean it up, because you're being watched in all this social networking sites. Basically, more importantly, LinkedIn, it's more than 50%, and you have to be definitely concerned about it, right? Speaking about that, my next point is, if you're not on LinkedIn, you're very nearly don't exist. Now, what is this LinkedIn? I'm sure most of the people will know about LinkedIn, but I'm just saying, if you're not on LinkedIn, it's high time that you have to be on LinkedIn, right? Our latest numbers, 88% of the recruiters use LinkedIn as the primary research tool, right? LinkedIn just not only give you jobs, but also it is a tool to, as I said already, right? It is a tool to research how good are you, how technically strong are you, what is your qualification. It's basically like your resume, which is open to everybody. So LinkedIn is going to be very important. This is not an understatement, guys. Trust me, you are going to make a LinkedIn account. If you don't have anything before this, after this live session, you are going to make a LinkedIn profile for you. That's going to be very important. And if you have it already, you update it. See, think about this way, right? If tomorrow morning a recruiter logs on to LinkedIn looking for someone in your geography, okay, just for example, if a recruiter, say, even say TCS, a TCS HR opens LinkedIn and he's searching, say, you're in Chennai, right? He's searching that he needs someone with your skill set in Chennai, right? Uh, and you're not there in LinkedIn. Guess who they are going to find and contact? Yes, that person's name is not you, because you're not on LinkedIn. Imagine if you are on LinkedIn and with the same skill set, and highly likely 99% you'll be contacted by TCS, because nowadays the recruiters use LinkedIn as the primary research tool. So how difficult it is to create a LinkedIn profile? It is easier than Facebook. More importantly, it is important than Facebook, because Facebook is not going to help you much, right? Even though it helps in some things, but LinkedIn is going to give you a lot of insights about jobs. So first step after this class, guys, create a profile in LinkedIn, or update if you have it already. There is also LinkedIn jobs. There is a special mention called as LinkedIn jobs, where you can post your interest and they will send you the jobs that suits you and you can apply for it. On also, there are a lot of my students who got through LinkedIn jobs, so it's definitely working. You should definitely use that. And if you have any doubts in creating this profile, you can post your doubts in the FacePrep discussion forum. Log into www.faceprep.in, where you can discuss about this, because I'll help you. I'll be there. If you have any question about LinkedIn profiles, how to use it or how to write certain things, you can definitely get help from me. I can help you, and all the other experts are also there. They'll help you immediately. Right now, research the company. Right. It always amazes me that people miss out this basic step, researching the company. Not just freshers like 2019 people, even you have to do it, but even experienced folks, 2017 people, 2018 people, just walk into an interview without making any effort to read up on what company does. In many of the interviews I've heard about, there is one of the questions they ask you, which not many people knows, is, why don't you tell me about what you know about us so that I can help my team? I will be asked by the HR personnel, right? In many cases, the candidates makes some excuse saying that I just browsed the website casually and I did not have time. I thought I would find out during the interview. uh, this kind of answers that they give. A typical interviewer goes through tens of interviews a day, right? So for example, imagine TCS is going to come to your college. There'll be a lot of people attending interviews, and HR point of view, it's going to be little frustrating. So putting aside his important work as conducting interview, the last thing what he wants is to know about his company. So imagine if you walk into interview stating that I read about the latest product update you had, and I'm keen on working with your company because I'm keen on that domain. That immediately tells the interview that you're aware of the work the firm does, and they have something to start discussions on. So get details about the company, guys, and products, what they are making, or if it is a service company, what kind of service. So during the research, no one expects that you know the latest product or something, but at least something related, where the interviewer can relate what their company is doing. So that will actually help you get a very good impression about you. And also about the company, researching the company, it also means what will be their aptitude test pattern, number of rounds, negative marking is there or not, cutoff marks, technical interview, will it happen, coding round, is it there, personal HR round, will it happen with the same technical HR round. So there are a lot of things to do a research before you attend a company. So you can do research in multiple places. For example, you can go check in FacePrep website about the companies. We have like, if you want to know about TCS, you can just search TCS in FacePrep, where you will be knowing about all these details which I had mentioned. So that's very important, right? Now, okay, vacation or a vacuum, right? For 2018-17 pass outs especially, and even 2019 pass out, like, I know you have one more year, but how you're going to make this vacation fruitful or a vacuum. So basically the summer, right? See, as per the poll we conducted few minutes back, most of the people are from 2018 and 19, right? So your exams will be over in few days, and your UG is over for 2018, and one more year for 2019. But placements will anyway start in the next 2 or 3 months for 2019 pass out. So what next, right? What next? Will you chill? or will you search for jobs, or will you upskill yourself, right? How are you going to use your holidays? How are you going to use your days after your undergraduation? uh, Search for jobs if you are in place, or upskill, or watch all the movies, go to vacation, go to Goa or something. What are you going to do is that you have to decide, and that's going to be very important, because that's going to lay your future, the 40 years of your career. I'm speaking about your career just means 40 years, right? It's not going to be 2 years, 3 years like your college, 12 years like your schoolings. It's going to be 40, 50 years till you retire. And these days is going to decide that. So chilling is fine, but if you have decided on what to do next in your life for the next 40 years, then nothing is going to change. But if you are not sure what you're going to do, and if you're chilling, that's not going to work, guys. Frankly speaking, that's not going to work. So you'll be okay with any BPO, KPO, or a small CNC machine industry, but that's not how your life should be. At least after finishing your engineering, you have to be well settled, right? So these holidays, these days is going to be very crucial, how you're going to make use of this summer, right? So what is the best way to utilize this? Either you join a course to upskill, or you do a certification course like Java, C++, or Red Hat, or something like digital marketing, anything, right? You can upskill. But you can ask me, just sir, I have just only 20 25 days holiday, why will I sit and study again? But as I said already, if you really want to settle in your life, you can see who made the difference. The people who had put extra efforts has been really good, really living good in their life. If you're not going to put that extra effort, that's okay. That's not going to cost your life, but it's going to cost how you're going to live your life, right? I'm sure if you're not going to put that extra effort, that's going to be very, very crucial, right? So you have to spend your time properly, right? Don't waste time by just going in and around and wasting your time, right? Now, the ninth point, practice smartly, practice your introduction. Now, why I'm specifically saying that practice your introduction, practice smartly, of course, you have to practice all the aptitude, technical coding, and all these things. But practice your introduction takes a special mention here, because uh, that's going to decide your place in your company, the company which you're attending for, because most people have short attention spans. So you're competing for attention with so many others. So start your introduction strong, so that you capture the interviewer's attention. So focus on your strengths and weakness, and there are a lot other things while you're telling about your introduction. So that's why I'm saying practice your introduction. So in phase prep, we have this concept called as HR asks. So we have this profile, HR asks. So what will happen in this HR asks is, daily we'll be posting one of the most unknown questions asked by the interviewers, and most repeated questions also. And there'll be a lot of people commenting on it, and you will know how to answer this particular question if you have come across, if you are coming across this question during an interview. So what you have to do about this, go to faceprep.in, faceprep.in, and search HR ask, or you can just follow this profile using this link which is given here. So here is the link. So you can just follow this profile. You can take a screenshot of this link, and you can just go to this link and follow this profile, where you will be getting notified about this HR asks every day. So you can post your questions and learn, right? Every day you can learn one new question on how people will answer. So spending 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day on this thing is not going to cost you anything. It's going to improve your skills. So you can do that, right? Now, so I've discussed 9 points so far, right? Which is like which is can definitely help you improve your job search tips. And how are you going to invest your time in this summer coaching is, we are going to conduct this summer coaching to get job placements this May. And this is for all the people who are looking for jobs in 2019, people who wants to get ready for your placements. So what is this face prep summer coaching, right? So about the history, we have helped over 3 million students across India with this face prep summer coaching over the last 4 years, right? So it's phenomenal. And what are we going to train, right? We are going to train quantitative aptitude, logical aptitude and reasoning, verbal aptitude, C++, data structures in Java, company specific aptitude training. Say for example, if you're going to attend any companies like TCS, CTS, we'll be conducting online live sessions, which is going to help you, crack that companies easily, because in the past we have done that, right? So you can go visit our Facebook channel to know more about it. Whereas we have done company specific programs like TCS, CTS, etc. So this this is all what we are going to do this summer. AMCAT training, and also AMCAT training, which is going to uh, be a really helpful training for you guys, because right now, as I said, AMCAT is going to be the most important recruiter, right, off campus, and also e-litmus, right? E-litmus is also going to be one of the most important recruiter. So this is what we are going to train in the summer coaching. And who can join this program, right? So that is also important. Not everybody can join this program. Who can join this program? 2017 and 16 pass outs who are looking for jobs, but repeatedly not able to clear aptitude and technical tests in the off-campus, and referral drives, because recently Infosys drive happened and not many people were able to clear because they were weak in technical aptitude. So these people can definitely join, and also you can uh, enrich your technical aptitude in that program. And 2018 pass outs, freshers, so you will be called as freshers for 1 year. So how to capitalize that? And of course you will be trying for more off-campus drives also, so you can join this. And more importantly, 2019 pass outs, the current students who wants to prepare early and get an added advantage in your college for the upcoming placement season. So these are the three set of people who can join the summer program, and not anybody else, right? So how it's going to work? There are two batches available, both weekday. There is a weekday batch and a weekend batch. You can choose any one batch. So there'll be three phases in the summer training program. It's going to happen for over 3 months, right? And it'll happen in three phases. Phase one, it'll be 48 hours, where we'll be covering all the basics of aptitude and technical, right? And it's going to happen 4 hours a day, and there'll be 3 days that's going to happen in a week, and for 4 weeks, that is for 1 month. So phase one is for 1 month, and every week there'll be 3 days where we'll be having 4 hours a day training. And the timing will be decided based on the interest shown, by either it will be in morning or evening, based on your comfortability, right? And phase two will happen 2 weeks later after that, where we'll be refreshing the concepts, where called as refresher, where we'll be solving more questions in that particular sections we discussed in the basics. In between, we'll be having practice sessions and test series also. That's also for free. And this weekends will have that is this refresher will happen 4 hours a day, 2 days a week, and it will get over in 3 weeks. And phase three, company specific aptitude program, you can choose any two companies which you need training for, and which will be like, if there is an off-campus recruitment, we'll be announcing the company's marathons, so you can join that for free, right? And you can choose any two companies and you can join that for free. So weekend batch, like we conducted a poll and most of the people wanted weekend batch, and weekend batch goes like this: 6 hours a day, that is Saturday and Sunday, 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, and it will happen for 4 weeks, that is 1 month, right? And phase two, 24 hours, it will happen for 2 weeks. And phase three, company specific aptitude training. So you can choose any of this batch. If you are free weekdays, you can choose this. If you're free on weekends, that is if you're occupied on weekdays, you can choose the weekend batch, right? And here's a course price. So it has three variants: aptitude course, technical course, and the combo. If you're weak in aptitude course, but if you're good in technical course, you can select this. Whereas the other ways, if you're weak in technical and if you're so strong in aptitude, you can select this. But if you want both, you can select this combo, right? So this is how the summer coaching packages work. But since you guys have attended this webinar, we are going to give an early bird offer for you guys, right? We are going to get 50% offer on all these courses, and it's very limited, right? It's going to end in 2 or 3 days, right? It's a very limited period offer. So you can purchase this course for The aptitude course for rupees 1999 and technical course for 2499, whereas a combo for rupees 3499. As I already said, we are going to cover a lot of things, right? Lot of different things which is given here, and it's going to be very important for you guys because it will help you crack any of the companies which is going to come in the future. So it is going to be 72 hours with just basics and refresher, plus we are going to give you a lot of add-ons, right? Company specific training, AMCAT training. So it's going to be a complete intensive summer coaching, and this is going to be very, very important for you if you're looking for jobs, or if you want to get an early advantage if you're going to appear for placements the next season. That is the coming season, which will happen in 2 or 3 months. So if you want this, you can go to our website. I'll be sending you the link. I'll be sending you the link in the chat box now, or you can just I'll just take you through the course here. Sai Krishna, yes, I'll do that. Sai Krishna. Technical, Sagar is asking, technical is for branch wise or general to all? Technical means I meant C plus data structure. This is going to be from basics to advanced level, so it's going to be general to all, right? Now this is our course, right? So I'll just forward the link in all the. You can just see the link in the chat box now. You can click on this link and you can go to this course and purchase this. So it is available on weekdays and weekends. You can select any, and you can so is this online course or can we take it directly in the center? Divya Bharati, it's going to be online course. We are going to teach you online. It's going to be live class, and we will be providing the recorded videos also. So it's going to be online class. If you're going to miss any session, we are going to provide the recording also. So I'll just take you through the course, right? So here is the aptitude training and technical training and placement training, the combo which I have said. And I have given you the early bird offer, which is already here, and add-ons. So here is the add-ons. So what we are going to do is we are going to give resume building guidance. As I said, I spoke a lot about resume building. So we are going to give equal importance to everybody, sit and correct everyone's resume, and it's going to be the extra thing that we are going to give. And company specific marathons, as I said, we'll be giving two passes to any of the two companies which you want as company specific training, which is costing around 6,000 rupees. You will get it for free because you have joined this summer coaching already. And AMCAT preparation, if you're, and I would request all to write AMCAT. So you want to get trained in AMCAT, we are going to give you AMCAT course for free, and that cost around 4,000 rupees. So this is all add-ons if you purchase this summer coaching, right? And this is the course plan, right? We have put on a lot of research in understanding how this will help increase the skill level, and also how it will increase the chances of you getting placed. So you can just go through this website, go through this link, and you can just purchase it because it's going to help you for sure. And yeah, so yes guys, so that's all about it. Now Q&A session. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. I'll be ready to help you. If you have any doubts, you can post it in your chat box. I can see that question and I can answer your question. I'm expecting a lot of questions. So the first question, is there any offline class? Akshat is asking, is there any offline class? Akshat, we tried doing offline class for the summer coaching, but one thing is that we will not be able to be in all the location because across India people needs this thing. So we thought online would be the right thing, and we have been proved that online is a very good successful thing because we have conducted a lot of marathons and a lot of students got placed, and it's definitely useful. If you guys want, I can really send you some of the marathon videos where you will know how that online classes will work. What suggestions do you have for 2020 batch pass out? Kashmira, right? Kashmira, 2020 pass out, I think you still have some more time, but make sure discover yourself, right? What you want to do after this second year, right? When you come to third year, what you're going to do, right? That's going to be very important. So you take time to discover yourself, spend a lot of time in analyzing yourself. So will you be providing PDF of aptitude notes? Yes, Karan, we will be providing you all the notes and even video lessons which we'll be taking, and also free mock tests. So yes, we'll be doing that. How different is phase than campus training in our campus? So Sai Krishna, phase, yeah, it's going to be offline and this is going to be online. That's the whole difference. We are going to cover all the things which is going to happen. In fact, more intensive, you'll be in connection with all the experts after this through online, through WhatsApp, all these things. So it's going to be really effective. Scope of CoCubes assessment, is it good for off campus? I'm 2018 pass out. CoCubes, yes, CoCubes are the yesterday superstars kind of thing. Now AMCAT and eLitmus are kind of making the news. So Mohammed, CoCubes, yes, good, but AMCAT and eLitmus, I would rate it much higher. Divya Bharti, in AMCAT exam, can we get trained in our technical as well as aptitude, right? So now I would like to do AMCAT. Yes, definitely we have both AMCAT aptitude as well as automator questions, where we'll be training you on both technical as well as aptitude questions, Divya Bharti. So definitely that would help you a lot. Will the class be interactive? Will be allowed to ask doubts? Of course, Ujjwal, you can ask doubts just like how you're asking now, because that's the whole idea of live sessions. Else we would have given you some recorded videos that would have helped you. But a live session will be more interactive. You can post your doubt. You can even, in offline classes there'll be inhibitions. What will others think if I ask this doubt? But right now you don't want to think about that, because your doubt only will be seen by the instructor. So you can ask any doubts related to the topic. Can you provide the slide which contains details about the fee and the course hours? Yes. So this is the details about the fee, Akshit. So the cost of original cost will be 4,000, 5,000, and 7,000. But if you purchase it now, it's an early bird offer, because the courses will start only on May 28th. So early bird offer, probably it will be till May 5th. If you purchase this course, you can get it for this price. And the number of hours which are going to teach is 72 hours without including the company specific programs. So including company specific programs, it will be an aptitude specific programs. It will be more than 100 hours of teaching. And also you will be guided after that also. It's not that we do the live sessions and we leave it, because that's not going to work. We are going to be with you until you get a job. So it's going to be an intensive summer coaching for you. Is there any impression by resume for fresher? By resume, I didn't understand your question, Vaishnavi. Can you put it in like, is there any impression by resume for fresher? I am not able to understand the question. Can you ask in a different way? Is AMCAT training sufficient for e-litmus paper as well? Parth, there are few things that are different with e-litmus. I will not say it is sufficient, because you have to, if you prepare for TCS, you cannot attend CTS. So similar, but the basics are the same, right? I'm saying the basics and refreshers is going to be the same, but there'll be specific training for AMCAT. So it means you'll get specific training for e-litmus also. So it's going to be different, right? You have to get trained differently for both AMCAT and e-litmus. If online courses are to be conducted, where I can access those? So Vijay Krishnamurthy, there are no offline courses. We are not doing any offline courses now. We are moving into digital world, so I think you have to utilize more digitally. If I join AMCAT training, can I get any add-ons, sir? So Divya Bharti, I wish you join the summer coaching so that you can get AMCAT training as add-on, because you will get as a whole package everything you need for getting placed. So I would recommend you to join the summer coaching rather than just AMCAT course, because that's going to train only in AMCAT, whereas the other thing, it's going to upskill you technically and aptitude wise. So you're going to become so different after the summer coaching, right? How much it will be helpful for getting a job in top MNCs like Google, Microsoft? Yes, Ujjwal, we are the prime trainers in VIT College in Vellore. So there we have super dream companies, which is Google, Microsoft, Facebook, even Flipkart kind of companies are into super dream companies. So we are training for them. So definitely this training will be helpful for super dream companies like Google, Microsoft. etc. I hope I have answered your question. Yes, thanks, Akshat. Thanks a lot for your comments. Any other doubts, guys? I wish you have to ask more doubts because you can clear your mind regarding your placements and job searches. Any other doubts? How to join the course, Ramya? So Ramya, you can just go to the link which I have given in the chat box. Click on that. You can join the placement aptitude course or the technical course, or you can choose the combo, and you can pay using your debit, credit, or net banking. So you can, after payment, you will be receiving a mail from us and about the schedule and when are we going to start it, and you will be added to the WhatsApp group, and you will be informed about everything which is going to happen every day, right? So you, that's how you join this course. Sagar, what about non-IT company preparations? So Sagar, so non-IT core companies differ from company to company, department to department. So right now we are doing this session for IT companies alone. Well, probably in the future we'll be doing more for core. But if the core companies asks aptitude, then this session will also help you. What will be the timing, sir? So Deepika, in weekdays and weekends, we are going to decide the timing based on your interest. Whatever you propose, we'll be taking the consolidated feedback from all the learners who purchase the course, and we'll be deciding the time as per your comfortability. So you can be very sure that it will be on your comfortable time, right? Yes, Deepika, thank you. What about the development of, what about the, can you help? So I'm not able to understand, Divya Bharti, what is DevOps opportunity? Is DevOps, you mean development companies? So right now, guys, there are a lot of. I heard a news from okay, development come operation. I heard a news from my friend who's working as a HR in Cognizant and Infosys. They are going to conduct a massive off-campus drive in the coming June, right? Something like what happened in the February March. They're going to conduct a great off-campus drive in June, coming June, both Cognizant and Infosys. Now, this is an confidential news that he shared, but I'm telling you guys. So though those companies will have a lot of roles like program analyst, development, testing, and operations. I don't think you will have that. Operations usually it will be experienced candidates, but development, testing, and program analyst will be the roles which will be coming. And I'm sure the next year is going to be awesome because February, March, we had a lot of recruitments and a lot of people got placed. So definitely that's a good site for the next year. Right. Is interview process of product-based companies different than yes, part totally different. Product-based companies are totally difficult. Service-based companies are actually easy. Product-based companies there'll be 5 to 6 rounds of interview, whereas service-based companies there'll be just 2 to 3 rounds. So it's totally different. Yeah. Mohammed, as I said, 2018 batch off campus. Yes, this June, July is going to be a great year for you guys because as per the news, as per the reports, there are a lot of off campus drives that's going to happen. So yes, get ready for it. Right. Deepika, yes, in this course we do teach coding from basics to advanced. So we'll have 48 hours of coding. As we'll teach coding from basic C, C++, Java, and data structure, and it will take you to the advanced level. You will be ready to code certain things. We'll train you in such a way that you can code after this program till that level. So it's something similar to a summer coaching class, like a painting class or a cricket class, where you will get a lot of insights about what is what, and after that you will be a different person in that particular space. So this program is, we are very much concerned, we are very much worried, and we are very much dedicated about this to make you job ready for the next off campus and on campus placement season. Any other doubts, guys? Can 2019 passing out students attend upcoming off-campus drive? Pradeep, depending on the eligibility criteria released by the specific company, certain companies will allow you to attend the off-campus drive. Certain companies will expect only 2018 and 17 pass outs. So it depends on the company. But yeah, certain companies will do allow 2019 pass out students, and there are a lot of off-campus drive that will happen probably in your 8th semester. So you said you'll be providing the recording live image. Can we access till? So yes, so it will have 1 year access for it, Sagar. You will have an access of 1 year for the recorded version if you had missed the live session. So you can watch and learn again and again from that version, recorded version, which we have will provide you if you have missed the live sessions. And also we'll be providing different videos for your upskilling. So yeah, yes. In case we miss class, how can we ask doubt regarding the class later? Ujjwal, we will have WhatsApp groups, right? We will be having WhatsApp groups specifically, and all the experts will be there in the group, and it will be active 24/7. If you have missed any class, you can easily call or message or post it in the discussion forum or send a mail. But I would rather prefer to call or WhatsApp, because that's easy and you will get immediate reply, and you will be sent the recording which in whatever class you have missed. And also you can, if you have any doubts, you can post it to your expert either personally or in the WhatsApp group, where other people can also see the doubt. So it's going to be complete intensive care for all the people who joins this coaching, because we are concerned about each and everybody. So if you miss, you don't want to worry, we will come after you to tell that you missed the class, so you have to do this. No, Deepika, this will be different training from that. So we'll this will be more intensive and personal care will be taken. Whereas that training will be more of yes, that course will be of basics, and also it will teach you something similar. But this will be more of a very intensive care, and also it's going to be a 3 months, 4 months long program, and also you will be guided throughout for the next 1 year till, or maybe till you get a job. And I'm sure that you will be cracking job which in this particular 1 year with this training. So I think this is more intensive and personal training for you guys. So classroom training is going to be good. So it's something like a tuition, right? So you think about a tuition, whatever you learn the class, it's okay, but tuition is going to give you extra intensive care and effort to get you through certain things, right? So this is one such kind. Yes, thank you, Deepika. Will you take exams as a part of course completion? If yes, how will that be? Yes, Ujjwal. Yeah, this will be considered. We are carefully designing this summer coaching based on the exams, because if you have exams, then we'll be scheduling it accordingly. So yes, it will be scheduled as per your exams. And suppose if you have exams on a particular day of live session, you will be provided with the videos, and you will be asked to talk to a mentor who taken that video. You have to complete certain things in certain period. We'll be giving you targets, we'll be giving you tasks, and we'll be expecting you to stick to that. So that's how intensive it's going to be, right? You imagine a strict tuition master plus sometimes a lenient tuition master, so all mixed together. This is going to be a very good tuition master is going to teach you something phenomenal, which is going to be more useful for you. Will Accenture conduct off-campus drive for 2018 batch? Highly likely Accenture is going to conduct. Highly likely, I'm not sure about it, but Cognizant and Infosys, definitely they're going to conduct this off-campus drive for 2018 batch. If I take aptitude courses only, then will I get the add-ons? Yes, Parth, that's how it works. Add-ons will be given only if you subscribe to the summer coaching, because add-ons are all free. So it will be given for only the learners who get access to the summer coaching. Right, guys, so I guess I've answered all the questions, and I guess this session helped you understand certain tips and tricks and resumes, and how to discover yourself, and all those things, and also the summer coaching thing. I'm sure this is going to help you. If if you have any doubts, right, I'm going to give my number here, right? This is my number, right? So I'll just type it here: 9003998374. Right, this is my number. You can call me to this number if you have any doubts, and if you want to WhatsApp, you can WhatsApp to this number, where I'll be answering all your doubts regarding this. If you have any doubts regarding the summer program, you can contact to me, right? I can help you guys, or anything, right? If you want to design your resume or any help how to search for jobs, you can contact me. I'll be very happy to help you guys, because I love this. I love to help, right? I've been doing this for the 7 years, and I would do this for the next, I don't know how many years, till my gas is there. So yeah, thanks, Pradeep. Will we be awarded certificates and something like that? We'll be giving you a batch that you have been completing, a face prep, aptitude training course and technical course, but we haven't yet spoken with companies that how validated this certificate will be. uh, Thanks, Mohammed. Thanks a lot. I can't even apply for company. Marker, and may I know why that you can't apply for company? Yes, thanks a lot, Ramya. Thanks, Deepika. Thanks, Preeti. Thanks, Kumar. Thanks, Divya Bharti. Yes, definitely you will be getting into good MNC. Definitely put your efforts. Is company criteria 60%? Yeah, but certain companies will ask for less, and certain companies don't mind about the arrears or backlogs or current standing or CGPA. So search for that particular company where you're eligible for Markran. Mechanical engineer can able to work IT company. Absolutely yes, Satish, because I know like at least 40-50% of the mechanical engineers are right now in IT companies, happily living their life. Now they are going to enjoy their weekend the next 2 days. Yes, right. So thanks a lot, Ujjwal. Uh, Thanks for your feedback. IT companies expect us to, they don't expect you to do any certification as such, but if you have certification, it would be an added advantage. Something like, big data, Hadoop, or all this kind of things is a famous thing now. So you can probably try that. And, you need to invest time on that. Right. I'm sure I lost my voice right after a while. So yeah, it's been a great session, guys, and thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for attending. I'm sure this is going to help you. Right? Do let me know if you have any doubts in your summer coaching program. I'm sure the summer coaching program is going to help a lot of people. Tell to your friends, right? This is going to be a great thing, because this we have made in past. We have been there, done that. We have helped over millions of students, right? So this is going to be really, really good for you. So yeah, all the very best. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Sure, Devyada. Thanks a lot. Good night. Good night, all.